Hello everyone who is following the philosophy of life. Ladies and gentlemen, do you accept one thing that comes to mind? Entering the age of 50. It's not the alarm clock that hits. Our consciousness is life and responsibility. Responsibility is always what makes us wake up every day bright. Isn't it? From a young age, it seemed like everyone had endless energy, running and advancing every day for your own life and dreams. At that time, the pace of life was too fast. We could not calm down and think about what we wanted, being so busy that we no longer had time to enjoy life. Later, when you gradually mature, whether you can realize your dreams or not, you will understand that chasing is not the whole life. Gradually, we want to understand the different scenes of life, want to stop and look at the scenery around us. Then we realize it's not easy to achieve a simple life. Even though we seek peace in our soul, we still cannot escape the pain caused by anger and ignorance toward life. So how can we get rid of trouble? Our brain is in pain. Let's listen and share later. Here are 14 things that don't last forever that people at 50 know to reduce suffering. First of all, everything is impermanent. When Buddha taught that human life is inherently short-lived, like a hanging lamp before the wind, it can be turned off at any time. Every human body is the same. Not everyone waits until old age and illness to die. Life ends at any time for 1,000 reasons. He understood the reason for the impermanence of 10,000 things. So each of us must try to learn and practice sharing love with all creatures with an understanding heart. When we don't get too addicted to greed entering this body and causing suffering to each other. We should remember that after death, it is not gone or completely lost. Death is just a formality, just changing shape, and then it depends on the good and bad karma of each person, sown in the present and producing results in the future. Nothing in this world is completely lost. Grains of dust and grains of sand only change shape, change form. Understanding impermanence helps us live more meaningfully, always receiving many good things, living a beneficial life for ourselves and others in the present and future. No one can live like that until death. When death appears, we are not afraid or panicking but calmly leave with one piece of luggage, good karma. All the worldly things like money, gold, and silver cannot be brought along. There is only the good and bad karma that we create when we are alive that will follow us without stopping. Who knows? When the time comes, we will leave without any regret for worldly things, including life. The second thing is, being rich doesn't last forever. No one can stay on top forever. Today you can be the richest person in the world, but tomorrow it is not certain. Today you can be the fastest 100 meters runner in the world, but tomorrow someone faster may appear. The simple fact is that no one stands on top forever. There is an old saying, no one stays wealthy for 3 generations unless they do good deeds. Only by accumulating virtue can we preserve glory and wealth for children and grandchildren. Ordinary people often have greedy hearts, wanting to have and then wanting even more. If you don't want to give, your wealth cannot last forever. Remember one principle. Rich and poor are changeable. If a person accumulates more than needed and saves more, they will naturally enjoy wealth. Meanwhile, those who only indulge in enjoyment and wrongdoing will naturally face misery. The ancients taught, enjoy happiness but don't be greedy. When blessings are over, they will disappear. What we need to do is try with our own hands, depending on what is available. The third thing, all relationships will definitely face separation. Parents, husbands, wives, brothers, friends, relatives, having met. One day we will also separate. That's why there is a saying, no family avoids separation. Whether parent and child live together, someday they will face separation by birth and death. You are just passing by someone's life, walking together only on a certain part of the journey. That is the finiteness of the time you can spend with others. How can you expect another person to give infinitely what is limited? Even 100 years of life is just a short moment in the endless journey of human existence. We only have faith to walk together for a certain distance. Don't mistakenly think that stubbornness is beautiful. There is always a moment when fate still exists. We should respect and give to each other, rather than making demands. If we don't know how to respect and help others, it will lead to unhappiness and suffering. If we meet each other, cherish it. If we must separate, just smile and turn away. It is not necessary to constrain oneself for decades. After losing everything, all becomes illusion. Life has 3 key points: meeting, changing, and separating. So cherish every day in the present. Fourth, even if you are healthy, you will eventually return to dust. Someone said, if life were a straight line, childhood and old age are the 2 points of that line. I think life is like a circle, starting at one point, going through years full of bumps and storms, and returning to where we began. No matter how strong your health is, there will be a time to leave. No matter how long you live, you will eventually return to dust. Humans are born with an unknown death sentence, and death is always waiting nearby. There is a beautiful line in Trin Kong Sun's song, Cat Bui. This dust particle will turn my body into dust. Tomorrow I will return to dust. Human life cannot avoid the cycle. Born, growing up, and then passing away. Just like before birth. Memories of birth and death fade more quickly than the marks we leave while alive. So how should we live? When we were born, everyone laughed and we cried. We must live so that when we die, everyone cries and we smile. We are born from dust and return to dust. So don't bind yourself to things that don't belong to you. Live sincerely, patiently, and kindly. Be kind to everyone around you. Everything is fate. If someone stays with you, cherish them. Treat others well. When you close your eyes, no one calls anyone anymore. Why keep negative thoughts? Only after living half of life do we realize the sacred cycle and continue to chase tangible values. Life is cyclical. No one always gains, and no one always loses. So live with balance, give, but also keep. The following things help us live freely. First is health. Human life is extremely fragile. Many people enter middle age and then realize their health is no longer the same. When sick, we regret not resting earlier. When healthy, people forget that life changes. Being young, they indulge in alcohol and desire, harming the body and losing sleep. Only when middle-aged or sick do we regret. Understanding that the absence of illness is happiness is the greatest blessing. Desire destroys the body. Second is family. Family is each person's warm harbor. Middle-aged people must understand the meaning and importance of family. Only with love does the family have strength to overcome difficulties. We are the pillars of our families and must treat family members well. Learn to bow, whether parent or child. Surround relatives with hope for a better life. Parents are aging. You may not give them a royal life, but at least let them enjoy peaceful old age. Your spouse stands by your side all your life. Without their support, how could you focus on a career? They are also the mother of your children. Conflicts with relatives, even if won, have no meaning. Do they make parents healthier or spouses happier? No. So, when middle-aged, learn to calm down. Talk and resolve problems. Let things go. Happiness is found in peace. Third is friendship. Having many good friends is like having many warm shirts in winter. A person's character determines how many true friends they have. Middle-aged people must cherish sincere friends, those who suffer together and help in difficult times. Fourth is virtue. Virtue is important not only for middle-aged people but for everyone. After many ups and downs, we realize that character is the foundation of happiness. Don't lose your conscience. Don't think evil deeds go unnoticed. You may escape worldly judgment but never your own conscience. Virtue is like roots supporting a tree. Without nourishment, the tree dies. A pure-hearted person will always find brightness in life. Only virtue brings lasting blessings. Fifth is behavior and speech. Language is sharp. It can hurt or heal. Middle-aged people must understand that speaking is an art. When upset, slow down. Spilled water cannot be taken back. Think before speaking. Put yourself in others' shoes. Sixth is doing good deeds. If we look around, we see many people suffering more than we do. Helping them brings warmth and motivation. Doing good is planting seeds of blessings. After half a lifetime, people choose either peace or continued striving. Everyone wants a better future. But nothing is easy. To gain, you must give something up. Having enough courage to understand the beauty of life means having courage to handle everything. Life philosophy teaches letting go. And letting go requires bravery. Without bravery, we cannot build inner peace. I wish you always have bravery and clarity so we can live meaningful lives together. Thank you for listening and sharing. Goodbye, and see you again.